Alright, so it's Saturday. Tomorrow is exactly 4 weeks out and I'm feeling really good. And this weekend is a weekend of experimentation for me. I'm sure you're wondering what all this is. It's some supplements I picked up, which I've never really been big into the whole supplement thing, so I'm no expert. But before that, we'll talk about training, nutrition. Training wise, I've done cardio this morning. Gonna go back and do a leg workout. And then tomorrow I'm gonna do 2 cardio sessions and both of them will be fasted because I'm gonna do a 20-hour fast. So I'm gonna start by ending carbohydrates at 6 o'clock this evening. So I'll have 2 meals that are gonna be like carnivore style meals, 0 carbs. And then from 10 o'clock until 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, I'm gonna fast. And then I'm gonna continue with the carnivore style meals for the rest of the night. And then we'll have carbs again Monday. The reason why is I've been looking into sort of subtle techniques with losing stubborn areas of body fat, lower back specifically, because that seems to be a problem for me. So it seems that it has something to do with insulin sensitivity. So I'm going to attempt to reduce that by fasting, and then for the rest of the week the carbs will be fairly low anyway. How that goes, I don't know, but I'm curious to how my body responds to that. And I've also got some supplements for other things such as stress relief and whatnot, which is something that I know firsthand from the last prep is a big deal. So this time round, you know, I'm not just going to stay stressed for weeks on end with no sleep, or I'm certainly going to try and do something about it, that's for sure. So that's the plan with the training nutrition. With the supplements, I got a few things to help with that. So the first of all, the main thing that I'm introducing I've never done before is L-carnitine. You know, this is a fat burner used by many. I don't know anything about it. I've got 2 different types, acetyl L-carnitine powder and L-carnitine tartrate, effervescent tablets. I don't know the difference. I'm just gonna have one of these in the morning when I wake up and then do fasted cardio, and I'll have 1 serving of this pre-workout, 1 serving post-workout, and just go from there. I also got some creatine, which I haven't used creatine in about 10 years, but I'm just going to give it a go. Again, for £4 from B&M, you know, it probably isn't the best, but I thought creatine was creatine. So again, if I can get any performance out of it, because that was a big deal on the last prep, you know, the workouts just went out the window. So we've got some like mineral energy boost things, some creatine, some of this, some of that. You know, I'm just going to give it a go. Like, I don't know, I'm a little bit skeptical person by nature anyway, but I'm going to try. You know, that's what this stuff is about really for me. Whether they specifically work or not doesn't really matter to me. It's about me trying my best, exploring different options, and just throwing myself into this 100%. Like, I'm just locking it down now. 4 weeks, we have no room for maneuver, and I'm gonna give it everything. So we also have some fish oil, which I use already, but you know, got some more of that. Some apple cider vinegar. Again, don't know anything about it, but heard it's good for fat loss or potential fat loss, so I'll try it. I can't really see a downside. You know, the only downside I could think to any of these is like potential water retention, but we'll cut things out at 2 weeks out anyway, so that doesn't really matter. This one though is something that I've heard a lot about, ashwagandha, for reducing cortisol levels, general stress, which again, I know firsthand is a problem. So yeah, I've picked up 2 of those. Some magnesium, which I picked up on the last prep to try and help sleep, but I'm going to use it a bit more throughout the day just to try and deal with general fatigue and general stress levels. And then lastly this, which I probably should have got before actually. This is just like a rip-off of Athletic Greens, just general, you know, long list of minerals and vitamins and stuff. I am going to use this during the fast, and the fish oils and some salt and some potassium, etc., because I don't just want to go without any food and just water. You know, I want some vitamins and minerals, because that's another thing I've been looking up, is micronutrient deficiency being a problem at the end of preparation. So hopefully all these things will help in some way to get the last little bit of fat off, especially in my lower back. Again, whether they actually work or not, the overall principle remains the same, and that is we're going to have very low calories, a very high calorie output, which definitely does burn fat. It's just that I need to work on fatigue management and recovery, and that's another thing actually I'm experimenting with. A friend of mine lent me this massage gun. Never used them before, but again, recovery was a big problem at the end of the last prep, especially my legs. I mean, by the end of the last prep, my legs were absolutely cooked, you know. And yeah, we don't want that, because you know, your legs are just not going to look the best on stage. You know, the quads are just going to disappear basically. So yeah, plus, you know, the performance goes down. You know, you're still doing cardio, but you're not doing it as intensely. So yeah, want to recover as much as possible, burn as much fat as possible, and in general, as I say, just lock it down now. I gotta give it my all, because I want to step on that stage knowing that I gave it everything I possibly could. So yeah, I'm gonna try some new things, so I'm really excited. Next week, I'm really excited for as well, because we're gonna be 3 weeks out and I'm actually going away, which is less than ideal for a contest prep, especially as I'm going to a poker weekend where they're gonna be drinking and eating junk food. So it's gonna be a real test, but I'm excited because I'm gonna have to prep beforehand. I've got a list of foods that I can take with me, like oats and cream of rice, protein powder obviously, tuna. There is some food there, but it's not going to be the best, but I'll have to like pick and choose, you know, what I can have. There's like a breakfast buffet thing, so, you know, obviously we can have like eggs and mushrooms, tomatoes and things. Yeah, but that'll be fun, and I'm excited. So I feel really good now. Last week I was all confused and in my head, but this week I really feel locked in, and I can't wait to see what we can do. But first of all, it starts with the leg workout, so I'm going to do that now. Then I'm going to come back and have my last 2 carb meals, and then get onto the carnivore style eating with a 20-hour fast, which you know, it's difficult enough eating 2-3 hours at a time at the moment. So how 20 hours is going to go, I don't know, especially with 2 cardio sessions in there as well. But one thing's for sure, we're going to burn some fat. So yeah, so I don't know what I'm going to film now. I'll probably show the meals at the end of the day, and then tomorrow we'll do a check-in, weigh, see what we look like fasted, and go from there. So I thought I'd film the top set of my leg press, sort of like an accountability thing, proof that we're still training hard. I wish I'd taken more footage of training towards the end of last prep, and you would have seen that, you know, the quality just went down and down as I became more and more fatigued. Then I'd be able to compare it, but feeling really good at the moment. Workouts have not really suffered. I mean, you know, the intensity's gone down ever so slightly, and, you know, I'm not taking every set to failure, leaving 1 or 2 in reserve, but yeah, I felt really good. Legs aren't overly fatigued yet from all the cardio, and that's going to be a big focus going towards the end of this prep. As soon as the workout starts slipping significantly, then, you know, I'll adjust the cardio as needed, because we've got to keep the intensity up. Again, I'm not taking sets to failure. I don't want to risk injury, but we still have to lift intensely. Alright, so it's my post-workout meal. We got oats in a protein shake with a skyr and whey mix on top, and 1 Oreo cookie crumbled on top without the cream. This flavour, Cookies and Cream by Muscle Moose, is my absolute favourite at the moment. It tastes amazing mixed with skyr, low calorie, it's so good, it really is getting me through the diet. And if you guys want to check it out yourself, then there's a link in the description. Use the code RS10 at checkout, you can get yourself 10% off. And if you want to support the channel, that's how you can do it. Get yourself 10% off and try this amazing flavour. But this is my second to last carbohydrate meal for the day. We have 1 more, and then it's 36 hours without any carbs and 20 hours without any food. So I'm really going to enjoy this one. So this is our final carbohydrate meal of the day. We have 300 grams of potato, some chicken breast, string beans, asparagus, and some gravy. Can't wait for this one. After that, it's nothing but proteins and fats for 36 hours and a 20-hour fast, and a lot of hunger. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So this is the first of 2 zero carb meals for the evening. We just got some chicken breast and some chicken sausage. I'm gonna have this, get into bed, have a little Dexter marathon. I'm gonna try out that massage gun, see if we can help the recovery in my quads. Then in about an hour and a half, I'm gonna have the last meal, which is gonna be steak, and then hopefully get some sleep and get ready for tomorrow. All right, so this is the final meal of the day. It's 10 o'clock. We have this beautiful rump steak. Now I know you want to see how it's cooked, but first we've got to get the Himalayan pink salt. It's already been peppered. It's been sitting there for about 2 minutes. Oh, look at that. Cooked to perfection. Man, that looks good. I'm gonna have this now, then hopefully we're gonna sleep, and then tomorrow, no food, no carbs, just cardio. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna eat this, get to bed, and see what we look like in the morning. All right, so it's Sunday. Tough night's sleep. Slept for about 2 hours, woke up, and then I was awake for like 2 hours. Drifted back off, just not the best. And I feel very, very slow. It's 7:30 now, but we woke up at 2:05, just over 2:05 and a quarter. Started the week at 2:07, so this is what we look like right now. To be honest, I feel like this is probably the best I've looked, even though we're still 4 weeks out. I definitely feel in a better position than before. I know, as I said before, I don't really have a place to do natural lighting, so this is all very complimentary lighting. But no pump, this is no food, no water. Yeah, feeling very, very good. Just not feeling very good about the fact that I can't eat for another 10.5 hours. But get to the gym now, do cardio, and then, as always, I'm sure I'll feel much better once I've done that. Another beautiful day in South Wales. Just finished our cardio, feeling human now. I always do when I do cardio, or whenever I go to the gym really, because it's my happy place. We did 40 minutes on the treadmill, just a light incline walk, nothing too intense, because obviously we've got no calories in us. Just get the heart rate up a little bit, get a bit of a sweat on. And then I did some posing practice, which went really, really well. I'll put the footage up after this, and it's left me feeling really, really confident. I'm really happy with where I look right now and where we are 4 weeks out. I think, yeah, if we can keep at this pace, then hopefully we can bring something special. Yeah, I mean, this is the part where usually I go back for my first meal, but obviously there is no first meal. Well, not until 6 o'clock anyway. So I'm just gonna go back, do some active recovery stuff. I'm gonna like get in the bath, like hot for 5 minutes, cold for 5 minutes, and then alternate with a shower, just a little bit of heat therapy. Then I'm gonna try that massage gun again, just, you know, try and keep the legs as fresh as possible. Chill out for an hour or so, and then we'll be back to do it all again. Yeah, can't show you guys the meals. I can show you the powdered greens, which, you know, Sundays used to be about double egg McMuffin and cheese and coffee and orange juice, and now it's about powdered greens in water with a multivitamin and some fish oil. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyway, I'm feeling good, so you know, that's the main thing. And then hopefully we can sleep tonight. So I already uploaded my posing practice as a separate video, but I'll put a little bit of the footage here. Usually I do this posing on the weekend after a chest workout or a back workout, but this was just done after cardio and after several days of low carbs and about 12 hours into a fast. So feeling really good about the condition at the moment. I think if we can keep this pace up, then I'll be very happy. Posing wise, we still have a few things to work on, as I said in the other video, but at the moment things are moving along quite nicely and I'm happy with where we are. Alright, so it's time for our breakfast. Critical greens. Now I know you guys are just as excited as I am to drink this. Now, this is probably better in a shaker, but we're lazy, so. Ooh, how appetizing is that? Just dump it straight in there. A little bit of salt because we're not having any food. We need some sodium. So we'll just mix it up. Pancakes and maple syrup. Pancakes and maple syrup. Bacon. Bacon. And there we go. 1 multivitamin, 1 cod liver oil tablet. And swallow the multivitamin. Such a weird taste. It's one of those tastes where like it kind of tastes okay and kind of tastes terrible. But it really does taste like what it looks like. But, you know, we don't care. This is about nutrition, it's not about taste. So there we go. It is 11:30. Food in 6.5 hours. To be honest, I feel pretty good right now. So, I'm gonna have a coffee, maybe 2, and then get back to the gym for the second cardio session. And then we're gonna put our chicken on and get ready to have a bit of a feast. So that's cardio session 2 done. 60 minutes on the treadmill, incline walk, lower intensity, but just a little bit longer. Try and eke out a few more calories because I'm not in work, I'm not lifting weights. So other than the cardio itself, my energy output is not that high today. I'll probably end up having about 1,500 calories. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a little bit longer. I'm feeling pretty good. I thought I would struggle a lot more with this fast. I've never done a fast this long, but I have tried it before, and I find the first couple of hours are the worst, and then you go through a barrier, and I'm definitely there. Although I will say that I'm definitely feeling the compensation from the body. Like, I feel very slow. I mean, I just walked for 60 minutes straight, and it was relatively easy, and now I'm sat in the car, and the idea of just turning the ignition on and putting my foot on the pedal seems, you know, like a lot of work. But I'm gonna go back now. I'm gonna, you know, rest, a little bit more heat therapy, and then put my chicken on for the week about 4 o'clock, and then that should be ready about 6. I'm gonna make a little mixed grill, some steak, chicken, eggs, chicken sausages, and that'll be the fast. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, just get back now, and I'll see you guys for the mixed grill. So it's almost that time. Got the steak cooking away nicely, chicken sausages, prepped our chicken for the week. Got a couple of eggs to go in there. Absolutely cannot wait for this one. And there we go, we actually made it. To be honest, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be, but I'm certainly ready for this now. The only bad part about it was the sleep, but today I thought the hunger pains would be much worse, and yeah, I reckon I could have gone a lot longer, to be honest, but I'm ready for this now. I got an episode of Dexter ready. I'm gonna get into bed, enjoy this, and then just relax. So I'll see you guys for the next meal. So that meal was amazing, but as I'm sure you can tell, it didn't touch the sides. So we're gonna have the same meal again for meal 3, but this time we'll swap out the sausages for more egg whites. And in the meantime, you have this, which is chicken breast and anchovies. The totals for the day are gonna be about 1,400. Honestly, I don't think I've had 1,400 calories in a day in my entire life, but hey, there's a first time for everything. So we're gonna eat this, smash meal 3, and hopefully get some sleep. Alright, so it's coming up to 10 o'clock, and I can tell you I'm absolutely drained. But first, we gotta make them sweet gains. So we got meal 3, pretty much the same as meal 1, except no sausages and extra eggs. So we're gonna have this, get into bed, and hopefully stay asleep. At the moment, it's not getting to sleep that's the problem, it's staying asleep. Like, I'm usually up about 1 and then wide awake, but fingers crossed. Alright, so it's Monday morning. As you can see, covered in sweat. Just finished our cardio. And honestly, I've woken up feeling so good, like, relatively speaking. I thought I was gonna wake up so fatigued, you know, like an hour and 40 minutes of incline walking yesterday. I thought my legs were gonna be destroyed, but I've just had one of the best cardio sessions. So yeah, gonna go back now, and well, was gonna have the first carbohydrate meal, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna go 0 carbs. I'm just gonna, instead of having like oats, I'm just gonna have mushrooms with my chicken, eggs, 2 chicken sausages and some strawberries. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep it low carb, just keep going. I feel really good. So sleep wise, I woke up quite a lot, but then went back straight away. So yeah, it was pretty good considering. So yeah, that's the weekend. 4 weeks out. Well, officially less than 4 weeks now. 3 weeks and 6 days. No room for maneuver, no room for mistake. So yeah, feeling really good though. So here's my accountability. Proof that I didn't go home and just smash a whole box of Cocoa Pops. We got chicken breast, chicken sausage, mushrooms, egg whites and 1 whole egg on some lettuce. And we got some strawberries. This has got about 60 grams of protein, just over 20 grams of carbs, about 13 grams of fat. Yeah, feeling really proud that I didn't go home and just smash 100 grams of oats. So thanks for watching, guys. That's 4 weeks out. Next week, as I say, I'm really excited for the episode because I'm going away and that's going to cause a whole lot of problems. But yeah, we can overcome them and see what we can do.